Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with their opponents. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, here's Hurts. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Hurts. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 42 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And he's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, we did, in fact, get our first points of the game on the field goal attempt. Just, maybe not the way that we expected with a return the other direction.
And right now, you know what's popping into my brain? That adage every coach says to us, if you block a kick and score off of it, 95% of the time, your team wins the game. I can't quantify the numbers, but it certainly seems to work out that way.
Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Eagles 0. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And quickly finding Rager.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. This ball complete to Rager.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the punter pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now, 2nd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And they'll begin by running the option.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said with a chuckle they called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
At the 30.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flush to his right.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds here.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
taking it in. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And his kick is right through. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on. The ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On first down, Hurts.
That's caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And all the way down to the 29. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 55 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Mahomes now to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. 55-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and 10, it's Hurts.
On the move to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. I don't care if you're taking it around 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A pass pass there over the middle to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
Hardman on the return.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Out to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 21. He'll drop to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And his throw here is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan of trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
You can do better than this.
And out now come the Eagles.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing is Hurts.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Another run here with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He may try and run for this. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 12. Just over a minute 40 to play.
It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.